Hello everybody and welcome to part 2 of the Battle of Silarus or Silarus, River Silarus, 1471 BC between the slave army led by Spartacus, and we have on the other side a leader named Crassus, who's leading these guys, Roman red blocks over here. And even though we saw a lot of action in part 1, if you remember, we still have not dealt one single victory banner yet. That's interesting. And, well, I really liked how this battle has been flowing so far because, well, where to start even? I mean, there's been action overall on this board, basically, because, well, if you just start with the flanks, here we have seen some skirmish things happening. Slave army started off with skirmishing with the Roman legionary unit here. I think this is the remnants of it. It later got attacked. And we've seen skirmishing back and forth here. And we also see that one of the slave army light infantry units are in a really bad shape over here. We are also seeing a lot of skirmishing happening here between the Romans who are defending their camp against a force that tried to, they tried to take these camp hexes because these hexes also yield victory banners for the slave army. So they're really interested in getting here. But they only have lighter troops here, so they cannot really push that hard. But they did try in the last turn, I believe, in the last session. They tried to push up these auxiliary units, fighting, well, getting some hits in, but the counterattack from the Roman auxilia over here really harmed these guys. The Romans also have been pulling in some cavalry to support these guys in the defense, and they might even do some charging here now. They are having some medium-heavy cavalry here and here in range, attacking some auxilia that cannot evade. They also have some light cavalry here, ready to throw javelins and strike if needed. So pretty cool. And in the center, we also seen the Romans pushing up, kind of, well, I mean, the Romans could be pretty satisfied with standing here, throwing javelins against the edge of the reach here that the slave army would want to hold. They don't want to get the Romans up here because it's a good defensive position. But the thing is, the Roman legionary infantry, they can throw javelins, or the pila, you know. So they can happily stand here and just shower these guys, you know, eventually just grinding them down. So the slave army kind of got provoked and forced to charge down. And then we saw some real intense fighting here. As you can see, we have, I mean, the slave army took some losses in the charge. Here's a unit down to 3 blocks, 1 block. But also the Romans, here we have 1, 3, 2, and this 1. These guys got away, by the way, if you remember. They were standing here, I believe, or maybe even here. And they got showered by javelins, but they rolled 2 flags, so they managed to escape pretty neatly through the lines here and got survived by that. And that's also a reason why we don't have any victory banners dealt yet. So pretty cool. Also, if you remember, during the last 2 turns of, I mean both sides' turns, it would be of course nice for both sides to continue with a slaughter here, but they had some problems with getting the right card. So both sides, if you remember, actually played a light troops card last time. So suddenly we saw some lighter guys activating instead of these heavier that are, you know, kind of tied in battle already there. Anyway, we'll continue now. It's the slave army side who goes next, and we'll see what they can do. By the way, they have 1 card up, and it's a mounted charge. So, by the way, they had 3 mounted units there that could still support in this attack. So it's not over here yet, that's for sure. So they could get a mounted charge, you know, they can get an additional die in some attacks. but they will of course probably not attack up the ramparts, but maybe if there's some cavalry clash happening, they can fight with three dice in one round. But let's see what they can play. That's a tactics card or lowest order count, and since we only have one tactic card and nothing else, we actually need to bring up one more card. So let's take slot A. So it's 2 in the center or the mounted judge. I don't want to play the mounted judge yet because of course we could reach these guys and we could reach here, but it's not really making any sense. So the slave army will activate 2 units in the center. I will probably bring in more troops into the battle now. Too bad for the slave army, they couldn't rescue these guys now. So I will... Okay, so these guys only fight with 3 dice now. They have support. Okay, but let's activate those anyway. And I will also activate these guys who charge down. We have a new, fresh warrior unit attacking. And we will attack this fresh unit here. It would be nice to attack here. But let's start to see what happens here. So 4 dice and leader support. That's an amazing roll. 3 hits. Almost went down instantly. They will though battle back with 4 as well. No leader support this time though. So that was 0 hits on the... Alright. This might be a game changer. No hits here. So these are still fresh. They were kind of not expecting these guys to rush down the hills. They were kind of out of sight here, you know, and just suddenly appeared in front of these guys who were maybe facing these guys, who now will attack them with 3 dice, 1 hit needed, and still leader support. That's the hit we wanted. There's actually a second one as well, but this is enough. So at last we got the first victory banner dealt. That's the slave army. These are warriors, so they could go in and attack again, and I will take my chances, because if I go in here, I still have leader support. So I will attack these other weakened unit with 3 dice. 2 hits needed, leader support, and a blue. That's a kill. Now things start to happen really cool. We could still go in. I mean, taking ground. Maybe I will do that. Well, I don't know what's the better position to be here, honestly. Yeah, I will do that actually. I'll do that, like that. Okay. That's the end of the slave army turn. So it's the Romans. So what do they have in their hand? They have a leadership any section, a center, so they can really activate many units here. We have a counterattack, which would be a 2 unit center this time. Then we have a double time also in slot D. Let's see what they can play. That's a D or E. So it's a double time, or it is a card that is a medium. All right, that would be 6 medium heavies. I think I'll go with that. Yep. I think I do. 6 medium heavies. Let's see. I'm going to continue here. These guys will march in. These guys will for sure follow. So is that 6 already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. I was thinking maybe even charging with a cavalry, but I want to bring these rear guys up as well. They are needed in this heavy fighting that will for sure be happening now. So I'm going to just march forward here with these guys anchoring the line here with that lone leader there. Okay, loads of things gonna happen now. I think we will see a few banners for the Romans, to be honest, as well. So I will actually start off with these guys. It's 4 dice on those warriors. Leader support. That's 3 hits in, meaning a kill. 3 blocks. Dead. We got the Roman first banner. We can go in and we can fight again. 1 hit needed. We got it. Bang, and suddenly it's 2 against 2. We could still go in once more. I don't want to do that. I'm still gonna stay here, provoke those guys. Because now these guys can throw their Pila instead. And now's the question, should we try to get these guys or should we... No, I think I'm gonna take some more valuable targets. I'm gonna throw my javelins up there towards Spartacus himself. 1 die. Blue needed. Not. Okay, more attacks to come. We start here where we have... Actually, we have leader support on both, I see now. So it doesn't really matter. Well, it might do. If we start here and we will get really lucky to kill these guys, we can still throw the javelins up here. So I'll start here. 4 dice. Okay, we got 1 hit. And the flag. The flag we kind of ignore either way. We were full strength warriors and we also have a leader if he survives. But let's see. Yeah, he survived, so they're gonna battle back because they will not take that flag. So they will battle back now with 4 dice. 1 hit. Okay, interesting. Since they stayed here, we can do another attack. We have leader support again. This time it's 3 hits, that's enough. These guys go down. Man, this is going fast now. It's already 3-2 for the slave army, and we need to check for that slave army leader now with 1 die. He's fine though, so he's gonna relocate to this auxilia over here. We could gain ground. I don't bother. Then I throw some Pila up here with 1 die. We need a blue. Nope. Okay, quite an intense turn, and they have pretty much wiped out everything here and regained a nice line here with flank support and all. So the Romans are really doing this nice now. Yeah, pretty cool. That was, by the way, the medium troops. Awesome card. Okay. Spartacus. Time to get desperate. You see Crassus now just in front of you. Maybe it's time to do that charge now. D or E for the slave army. So that would be a 2 units left, meaning we are over here. We could continue that fight over there. Or it's a counterattack, which would be blue. Yep, no question about it. We're gonna do a counterattack and activating 5 blue units. And 5 are all we have right now. Yes, that's true. 1, 2, no, actually only 4, but let's take those. It's the second charge of the slave army. Their second line is now charging down. Too bad they can't get that auxilia with them, but that's how it is. So where should we attack? This is gonna get so bloody. Really bloody. I mean, warriors can go even 3 hexes now. That's interesting. I think I will go towards the center then. Like this. These guys will follow. It's not a double time. I cannot go 3 with these guys. It's only a blue and a medium heavy infantry. Okay. So I need to do it like that then. And then I think I want to try to hit the weakened guys here. And these guys will just follow along here. Yeah. So these guys will not have any targets. Let's start on the flank. These guys will attack the full strength legionary unit there with 4 dice and leader support. That's quite an amazing roll. 3 hits, bang. And they will battle back with leader support, 4 dice. That's 1 hit and 3 flags. Okay, let's see. These guys were full strength when we started, so they can ignore 1 flag, but they still need to take 2 flags. And here's the problem for these guys now. Each flag is 2 hexes for a warrior infantry unit. They need to take 4 retreat hexes. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then normally they will lose 1 block, and that's it. But do you remember the special rule from the scenario I taught about in the beginning of the first session? The special rule saying if you need to retreat along the edge and start losing blocks, the whole unit is destroyed, because Pompeius is appearing back here, just, you know, fishing those slave army units that are escaping out of the board. So actually this guy goes down, and that's a victory banner for the Roman player. Crazy, but that's how it is. Okay, so we need to roll really good now for these guys to have a chance. I mean, we need 4 banners still. We will probably not get that, but we might get maybe 2 banners this turn. With a bit of luck. So we start here against that lone guy who fought so well. That's 3 hits. So we kill that. Slave army get the banner. So we have 4-3 for the Romans right now. We will take ground. We will attack the second guy there in the line, or the second unit in the line. Needing 3 hits. That is 3 hits. Man. Got another one. So we have evened out the victory banner count now. It's 4-4, 2 left to go. And I will gain ground once more. I will go in here, but I cannot battle anymore. Awesome. Whew. Also getting sweaty by this. Now, well, I should have gone here actually with those guys and attacked here, but well, this is how it is now. So we're gonna attack. Let's take those guys who are not supported anymore. 4 dice. 3 hits and a flag would be nice. It's 1 hit and a flag though, so they get down to 3 blocks. Then they had to retreat. They get down here. We will follow with Spartacus, and he will attack again. 4 dice. This time it's 3 hits. These guys go down. And suddenly we have 5 victory banners against 4. I couldn't gain ground even once more. That would... Well, actually I'm gonna do it. Maybe not. I can get these guys in my back and not be able to retreat. No, I need to stay there. It would be nice to isolate these guys even more. But I cannot, I don't dare to do it. Okay, an awesome turn though. 5-4, they only need 1 more. Romans need 2, but the Romans go next. Let's see what the Romans get. They have an A, B, or C. That's a good one. They have much to choose from. So it's a leadership in this section. You could order these guys or this cluster. Center leadership, this cluster. Counterattack. I would counterattack the counterattack, which counterattacked the medium troops. We could again order 6 medium troops. Can you believe this? You can even get these guys into the fight now. That's a good one, but let's see what we have also in slot C before we decide. Light troops, well, not too interesting because we need 2 banners. Can we get it? My opinion is that we can. So I will actually do the counterattack, meaning we can order up to 6 medium heavy troops. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. That's cool. So we need to try to get, I mean, we need 2 banners. And these guys are strong. There's not that many weakened guys we can reach. Too bad we can't reach these with a cavalry. That would have been really awesome, but we cannot. But we can. I mean, it's 2 attacks against 1 unit is enough to get these 2 down. I mean, 2 units per unit. These 2 could attack here, and these 2 could attack here. Then we are happy. These guys will just back up. I will actually go on the attack here. These guys, I will ride up here. Or will I? Let's see. If we go here, and then here, I think I'm getting a bit more options if I do it like that. I can go here and here. The thing is, if I do this, I mean, I need to attack with these guys first, and they are the most vulnerable here. But maybe I can. No, I cannot. No. I cannot do that. I need to do it like this then, because I cannot. I mean, if the battlebacks are good and they kill one of our units, they win. Oh my. So we need to take the safest ones first. These guys is a bit crippled. Bad thing is though, that's medium heavy infantry, so they will fight with 4 dice all the time. If we just can get 1 on these guys, they cannot anymore fight with 4 dice. Well, in that case, I will also redo this one a bit. I'm gonna actually go here with these guys, and these guys will go here. Just a preparation if this assault or battle goes totally wrong, I'm in a bit better position towards the other guys from the slave army here. But actually I will start here. This can be a fun one, because imagine we maybe get 2 hits and a flag, forcing those to retreat, and then we attack again. We might get them, but it's a bit of a risky thing to do, since if they get just 1 banner, they win. I'm a bit scared, but I'm gonna do it. Let's do at least the first attack, hoping for a flag. That was not the flag, only 1 hit. Too bad. Oh, no, I think I have messed up now. I am not supported with that cavalry. Oh, sorry guys, I have messed up badly now. If that auxiliary rolls a flag, okay, I'm not dead. But if they roll 2 flags, I'm dead. And they win. And they did. Can you believe this roll? 2 flags. Oh man, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the cavalry is out, and the slave army gets another victory banner, and they won 6 to 4. Ah, that was clumsy of me. Too sloppy. I shouldn't do that attack with the cavalry there. Oh my. I should have started here. But honestly, this was risky as well. But I had to do it, because if I didn't, it's the slave army again, and they could pick 1 unit, you know, to kill on my side, and then the game would be over. So I had to be aggressive with the Romans right now. But I did it totally wrong. I shouldn't have risked that one. Oh my. Well, that could have happened here, of course, as well. We could have rolled bad, and the battle back would have killed us. For instance, these guys, or these guys, they're also down to 3, you know. But at least we wouldn't have retreated out and been eliminated by that. But anyway, yeah. Well, I kind of gave away the victory there from the Romans to the slave army side. I admit that, but man, I just want to. I want to see how this would have gone. I'm too curious about that, so I'm gonna check that out. So I would probably have attacked here first. Seems more safe. So this guy would have attacked. No, this guy would attack first here. 4 dice. That will be 2 hits. They're not dead yet unless the leader goes down. Let's check that. Nope. Then they would have battled back. 1 hit, okay. And then in the next attack we would have killed them. And the Romans would have gotten 1 banner by that. Then they also need to get that one. But let's roll this one first. Is that a hit? Yes, okay, that would be the 1 victory banner. Then we roll from here, 4 dice. That's the flag. Okay, so they took a hit. Check the leader. He was fine. Okay, so these guys got the hit. So they would probably have taken a voluntary retreat up there. And these guys wouldn't have get a chance to attack me. And then in the next turn, sorry, but we would have won as a slave army player anyway. Okay. Because they could have picked up one juicy target. For instance, these guys, right? They got some hits. So we could attack from here, probably here and here, if we get the center card. That is. That's not sure, of course. But anyway, we have other options as well, I believe. Anyway, I think perhaps the slave army would have won this battle anyway. I just ended it a bit early, maybe a turn or maybe 2 before it could have ended. So nice game though, 6-4 victory banners, or 6-5 if I have done it the way I should have done it. So an even fight, a good fight, and I must say I so much enjoy this battle. There's so much happening, it's so much going on. You have this flank, you have this area here to fight about, and you have this heavyweight champion clash here in the center, right? So you got loads and loads of medium heavies just clashing there, because the slave army just have to come down, because otherwise they will just be, you know, getting the pilum of death up there in the hills eventually. Or at least they would be weakened, and then the Romans would go for the push. So the slave army more or less must have to. The other option is for the slave army to go, you know, in the second line of the hills to prevent the pilum attacks, but then the Romans just have marched up here, and then we would have the fight on the hills, and you know, that would be more risky for the slave army, because as soon as they start retreating and they start losing blocks here, they are eliminated instead of just losing single blocks. So that would have been a quick ending for them. So they have to do it like this, I believe. There's no really other option. Yeah, but I must say I like this one. Maybe I think this was actually the most. I mean, this was probably the funniest scenario of the Spartacus ones. I think so. So by that, I think we can end this session here. So what's next then? Well, one would think. I mean, we are now we would go down to the 60s BC, and one would think we would soon be, you know, doing the Julius Caesar ones. But there is actually one other scenario we're gonna play before moving on to Julius Caesar, and that's a battle happening in the Far East. I think this is the most... no, it's not the most eastmost battle we have seen when we have played, but it's, I dare say it's the most eastmost battle we have seen, including Romans, that we'll see next time. So more on that next time. They're gonna be fun. I think that's also a really special setup on that one. We're gonna see. Another hint, it will actually include units from, or at least the scenario is included from an expansion we haven't seen yet. So that's some clues. So all left to say is thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, even though I did a blunder in the end, but it was fun. Thanks, and see you again.